Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hope you're all having an awesome day this morning. Still a little bit of a chill in the air, but like yesterday, we're going to be seeing a nice warm up. It was beautiful out there yesterday once it actually got warmer.
I agree. Yeah, we hit 63 yesterday. Today, same ballpark after the morning show, although it's not quite as cold this morning. A little bit of cloud cover sneaking in, which kind of inhibited or put the kibosh on seeing the Aurora Borealis this morning. It is illuminating the skies again this morning, many areas, but I think most of us couldn't see that. That chance going away. The morning chill will go away in a few hours. I'm going to talk about continuing to see a nice warm-up for the weekend. I've been bumping those numbers up every day, it seems like. I did it again this morning, so we'll talk about that.
Okay.
The lack of rain, dry. Next week, a little chance on Tuesday. We'll dig into that as well. All in all, I think you're going to be real happy with where the forecast is headed, folks. Good stuff into the weekend.
All right. Well, looks like we have a lucky forecast, so maybe that'll translate to a lucky winner for maybe the Mega Millions jackpot. It's nearing $1 billion, and the next drawing is Friday, so get your tickets. We talked to a few people yesterday who were out, hoping, giving themselves a shot, seeing if, they can get the winning numbers. But another exciting time for a lot of people. We'll see.
When is the drawing?
Friday night.
Friday night. Okay.
Yes, yeah. So
it's not quite $1 billion yet, but I bet you it will be.
It
by
could
tomorrow
very well
night,
be.
11 p.m. I think that drawing is. They'll be knocking at that door.
Absolutely. So let's take a look at what people had to say about it.
It's the $1 million question. No pun intended. What would you do if you won the lottery? It's a question some in Williamston answered Wednesday.
Pay off bills, my house, my car, buy some stuff, go shopping, invest.
The Mega Millions jackpot is now at a whopping $965 million. The Zua Mart owner says he sees an uptick in people buying lottery tickets when the jackpot gets close to $1 billion. Most of the people stopping by the store say they don't often take a chance with the lottery.
I don't play because, the winnings are too swift, you don't win.
Derek Langley says he starts thinking of taking a chance when the jackpot keeps growing.
But I'm not a number guy. I'm not a lottery kind of guy. But for that kind of money, I'll probably 500, 900. We say it's at 9. I'd play it, yeah.
While the jackpot estimate is $965 million, the cash value is around $445 million. And if you don't want to fill out the numbers and guess them yourself, you can also ask for a ticket at the cash register that will pick the numbers for you.
Yeah, so a nice chunk of change that you could potentially win, but I know in previous drawings we've seen quite a few go without a winner, so maybe it'll end up, like you said, reaching $1 billion.
Nice chunk of change. Is that what you're going with here?
Yeah, I would say so.
This is a massive. The meteorologist, the mathematician in me loves these kind of stories.
Yeah.
Because I start doing all the numbers in my head.
Right, you did it last time. You were
I
trying
did
to
that
find
a
the
little more.
chances.
I've
Oh,
got
you
some
did?
more
Okay,
stuff.
great,
Yeah,
great.
So, because I just think it's hard for a lot of people. I mean, let's face it, in the lives of 99.999% of people, the concept of $1 billion is as foreign as just about anything you can imagine.
Yeah.
So when you break it down to something a little more tangible, and by the way, there have been, this surprised me as well, $13 million jackpots already.
Okay.
I thought there might have been 4 or 5. There have been 13 of these in the last 10 years or so. So if you take $1 billion, take out the taxes, the penalty fees for the lump sum, you end up with maybe $500 million. It's hard to even say $500 million. I want to say million. So $500 million. Let's break that down. Let's say you take the lump sum, and I'm going to average it over 10 years. 10 years time. All right. Every single day, not every month, not every week, every single day for the next 10 years, you will get a check for $135,000 every day for 10 years.
Whoa.
And that includes Sunday, and there's no mail delivery on Sunday. So $150 million check every day in your mailbox.
How awesome is that?
For 10 years.
Yeah.
It's incomprehensible, that amount of money. But that's what it is. And again, and you're right, a lot of times these jackpots roll over. We may get up to that $1.2, $1.3 billion level. That's why the odds are like 1 point or 1 in 5
really small.
gajillion.
Right,
winning.
right.
But man, oh man, it's an incomprehensible amount of money.
Absolutely.
It just shows you how many tickets are being sold.
I know, that too. So, try it out, test your luck, see what happens. But I have a feeling personally that it's going to keep getting bigger and bigger, and we'll keep seeing the drawings, but who knows?
Did you hear that? $150,000 a day.
Yeah, which is insane.
For 10
You could
years,
do so much
every
with
single
that
day.
every single day.
What do you do? Yeah, unbelievable. All right. We'll switch gears and get into different kind of numbers, temperatures and wind speeds, and dew points and things of that nature. Generally, this is a really nice run of days we've got coming in all the way through the weekend into next week. Not much rain. It will pop over. I want to show you a few live shots first. We'll take you outside the studio. There's a little bit of mid-level cloudiness that's kind of built in over the last few hours. I think by the time we hit 10, 11 a.m., that'll be gone. We'll have generally blue skies. Don't worry about the few clouds that are out there. All they're doing is providing a beautiful sunrise, really. No precip, nothing real heavy and deep, nothing ominous. Nice little orange-pink hue in the sky this morning. 46 on the thermometer. We'll get back to 30s tomorrow morning, but all of us well above freezing this morning. New Bern, you're at 4.3. There's a beautiful shot of the sun up off the horizon over the Neuse River. Wind not showing much now, but we'll be breezy again today. Models continue to spit out 20-mile-an-hour wind gusts at times this afternoon. Clouds a little bit thicker over the Pamlico River. And by the way, that Pamlico River shot, once you go north of that Highway 17 bridge, it's the Tar River. It changes name right there as it comes down into Pamlico County, or Beaufort County, excuse me. All right, again, clouds yielding no rain. Headlines for the day today, looking good in the neighborhood. Sunny, cool, breezy, 10 to 20 on that wind. Chilly out the door, but good stuff later today as we push some mid-60s. I say cool, some would say mild. Different perspectives for everybody on what 65 means. I love it. I think mid-60s are gorgeous. You got all the color in the trees out there contrasting with the blue skies. Really nice the next several days. Radar sweeps, rest mode for the next 5 days through Tuesday. Is that 5? What's today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 days. 5 to 6 days. Next Tuesday, a rain chance comes back. And that's no slam dunk. So let's see where we will find precip as we expand that out to the nationwide radar perspective. The big blue H, that's not going anywhere. High pressure, heavy air, quiet. You need rising air to get precipitation. You got to get well away from that ridge to get that air rising. Upstate New York with cold winds blowing over the lakes, producing lake effect snows. Syracuse, Buffalo, maybe a few flakes into the Hudson Valley and northern Maine. And then the West Coast, that's the real action zone. They're going to be in and out of some coastal storms the next several days. Valley rains and mountain snows. Winter storm warnings are up for the Sierra Nevada, out in California, into portions of Nevada up towards Reno. All right, so we come back home, get into the details, the 24-hour temp change graphic, the difference between now and 24 hours ago. Generally, I use this graphic when we're in double digits, which we are this morning, with a plus in front of it. 10 degrees warmer than it was this time yesterday morning. When you see this graphic, generally what you want to do is, all right, let me think about yesterday at this time. What did it feel like? Add 10 to that. It was chilly yesterday. Still chilly, but not nearly as cold. 47 instead of 37 on average. The beach is closer to 50, 51 out the door from the Sounds to the coast. And I'm not saying it's balmy out there. You're still going to need a jacket, but I think, did you wear the scarf, Gigi, this morning?
I did not, but I did bring a jacket in.
Okay, so scarf free this morning for Gigi. There's your guide right there, the Gigi scarf meter.
I was going to bring it up this morning on the show, but...
Well, yeah, you need to go there. The viewers need to know.
I'll check in tomorrow,
Gigi
guys.
wearing a scarf? Let's get to the priorities, really. The winds will get up, I think we'll gust 20 again this afternoon, maybe 25 on the coast. And again, high temp, pretty close to normal, seasonable, typical, average. Should be around 66, 67. We may miss that by a click or two, but nice stuff this afternoon. Enjoy. I mentioned those winds picking back up. This afternoon, those are sustained winds. 10, add 10 for your gusts. We'll gust 20 occasionally. And then the winds lay down tonight, nice and quiet, clear and dry. Radiational cooling maximized. That is the heat loss from the ground. Radiates away during the overnight. The air is real dry and the winds are light. that ground loses its heat much faster, gives it up. So by tomorrow morning, I think we'll have some mid-30s frost probably in a few spots. And then the winds never come up much tomorrow. Pretty nice day wind-wise. We haven't had many calm days, but tomorrow 5-ish on the breeze I think will cover us. All right, so the temps, mid-60s this afternoon. Tomorrow morning, back to the 30s we go. I'm feeling like I might not be cold enough tomorrow morning given what I'm seeing on the data. So maybe a 34-ish frosty temp tomorrow morning. We'll add 30 to that and get right back to those mid-60s for you tomorrow afternoon. What a nice close to the work week. Let's get you into the weekend. Again, that wide perspective. I showed you that big blue H. That's a big dome of high pressure. Surface highs, the cooler one to the north, the warmer high down to the south. And again, no precip under that ridge, we call it. This kind of waffling around the southeast the next several days. See that warm air over Arkansas, easing eastbound. Tomorrow I mentioned the mid-60s. Watch, we get you into Saturday. Here it comes. Warm air headed eastbound. I think we'll make 70 Saturday, the way things are trending. And it will not be overcast the way that model is depicting. I don't think we'll have a lot of clouds Saturday. Generally more sun than clouds. We should be good. Same thing Sunday. That cold front coming through Virginia Sunday morning midday never really gets in here. Falls apart, keeps that warm air locked in over us. We also get what we call compressional heating along the frontal boundary. Adds a few more degrees. That's why I think mid-70s Sunday afternoon. And again, hard pressed to find precip till you get out west. That's a snowy, wet map out west. That'll be the weekend into next week. You have plans to head out there. Delays likely with a lot of those airports out west. Big mountain snows. All right. I think I've got my 8-day next. There it is. Enjoy. Mid-60s today, tomorrow. We'll break the pirate game down in more detail when we come back at 8 a.m. Right now, a high of 70, I think will do a Saturday. Mid-70s Sunday. Last Sunday, it hit 80 in New Bern, and I think Jacksonville hit 81, if I remember right, last Sunday. We'll do that again this Sunday, or get awfully close to it. A little dip back to the 60s, Monday, Tuesday. My only rain chance, lonely 30% all by itself there on Tuesday. And that chance is probably trending even lower. It's just not much there. The drought monitor will be updated at 8:30 this morning, so tomorrow morning when we're on air, we'll take a look at that and see how that's shaping up. I don't expect improvements there. It's been a dry run the last 7 days.
Okay, well, like you said, a really great way to end the work week, because if you remember the beginning of this work week, it was really cold outside.
Yeah, to the tune of snowflakes.
Yes, quite literally.
The earliest snow ever in Eastern Carolina. So yeah, I mean, we were in the icebox, no doubt about it. But that has lifted out of here. We may be back to scarfs on Gigi tomorrow morning, I think, as that chill comes back in.
We'll find out.
Not a lot of wind, though, and that will help. We will be in the 30s, but the winds will be light. And because of the light winds, we may get our first decent frost in a lot of areas tomorrow morning. We've already seen the first freeze. The growing season is over, but that frost may thicken up on some windshields tomorrow.
Yeah, we really skipped over the frost right into the freeze.
Got to be calm. Yeah, the frost didn't materialize only because the winds were up.
Okay.
If those winds had laid down, we would have had widespread frost as well. But we certainly verified freezing temps. I've got a lot of dead growth along my house. A lot of stuff did not survive that early week freeze, and again, growing season is pretty much ended for most of us. Save the immediate coast. You guys still probably haven't seen that first freeze yet.
Okay, got it. Well, thanks for the update, Jim, and thanks everyone for joining us this morning. Just want to say good morning to Faye and George in our Facebook comments. Thanks so much for being with us this morning. We're going to be back at 8 a.m. for another news and weather update, so hope you can join us then. Have a great day.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by Toyota of Goldsboro.